everybody, it is Paige here. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. As you can tell by the title for today's video is I am going to tell you guys my fall books list. Basically, this is going to be all the books that I would like to read during this fall, and I hope I can read everything. Most likely I won't, because lately I've been for a few years now I've gotten really bad at reading, but this is kind of my goal to put myself in to actually finish all these books this year. So let's just get it started. The first book I'm going to show you guys is which I already started reading, which is called Darker, and is by E.L. James. It is based off the 50 Shades Grey saga. This is his version, and this is the second book out of his version and the guy's version. And I'm not going to really read the back because I'm afraid that because of YouTube it's going to ban this video or whatever. But basically, if you don't know what this series is about, just look it up. And it's be a little sad if you don't know, because this story has been out for a while now. So next book is The Death Note, and yes, it's a manga kind of story. It is volume 1, and the story is by Tsuguma Oba, and the art is by Takeshi Obata. I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong and everything, but I want to get back into reading manga, like these other books. And let me just read. I'm going to read the back of the books now, and because it's appropriate, I'm guessing. So this from the back description is: Light Yagama is an A student with great prospects, and he's bored out of his mind. But all that changes when he finds the Death Note, a notebook dropped by a Roach Shinigami death god. Any human whose name is written in the notebook dies, and now Light has vowed to use the power of the Death Note to rid the world of evil. But when criminals begin dropping dead, the authorities send the legendary detective Al to track down the killer. With Al hot on his wheels, will Light lose sight of his noble goal of his life? So that's basically what it is about. I watched the movie. I liked it, but everybody says that the series in the book, so the TV series in the book, is 10 times better than the movie, and the movie was just terrible. So I'm going to get into the book, and I would like to start watching the series to see if that's true. So yeah, that's volume 1. Let's get to the next book I have, which is I was inspired to get from the YouTuber Sam Arsuko. I believe that's how you pronounce her last name. She talks about this book a lot, which is called Atomic Habits, and it is by James Clear. And basically what this book is about is to change your bad habits. So let me just, this is, I'm trying to find, yeah, okay, so but I can't really find the listing. It's mainly about him. But anyway, but it's basically what I just said. When you guide yourself into really bad habits, like I've done this past year, I just got into really bad habits. And this book is supposed to help you how to get out of these bad habits and change them into good habits and everything. So that is it. Next book I have is called Long Live the Pumpkin Queen by Shi Ansha, and this book is inspired from The Nightmare Before Christmas. Alright, so let me read you the introduction. Jack and Sally are truly meant to be, or are they? Sally Skellington is an official newly minted Pumpkin Queen after a whirlwind courtship with her true love, Jack. Sally adores Jack with every inch of her fabric seams. If only she could say the same for her new role as Queen of Halloween Town. Cast into the spotlight and tasked with all sorts of queenly duties, Sally can't help wondering if she's traded her captivity under Dr. Frankenstein for a different ability gilded cage, but when Sally and Zero accidentally uncovered a long hidden doorway to an ancient realm called Dreamtown, she unknowingly sets in motion a chain of sinister events that will put her future as Pumpkin Queen and the future of Halloween Town itself in jeopardy. He has to discover what it means to be true to herself and save the town she's learned to call home, or will her future turn into her worst, well, nightmare. And yeah, already I think I'm going to like reading this book because anything from Tim Burton I love. So I think I am just going to become. Next book that I would like to read during this fall is called Suicide Notes by Michael Thomas Ford. And this book sounds really interesting, but it can get pretty depressing real quick. So let me just read you what it says on the back, a bit summary of it, so you can understand why it seems interesting, but a bit dark at the same time. You may think you're fine, but you're not. If you don't want to talk about it right now, that's your decision. You have 43 more days to talk about it. 50-year-old Jeff wakes up on New Year's Day and finds himself in a hospital. Make that the psychiatric ward. Clearly there's been a huge mistake. Aside from the bandages on his wrist, there's no reason why Jeff should be here. He's perfectly fine. He doesn't need to spend an hour every day talking to a therapist or acting out scared about feelings with the other teens on the ward. But a funny thing happens as Jeff's 45-day sentence drags on. He realizes he's not as different from his fellow patients as he'd first thought. Compelling a really impressionably real, Suicide Notes is a darkly comic novel that examines the fuzzy line between normal and the rest of us. So that is basically about the book. Sounds so interesting, but it sounds like it's going to get dark real quick. So this. Last but not least, my last book I got that I would like to read during this fall is called The Hate You Give by Angie Thomas. There's a movie that came out of this book. Did not watch the movie. I prefer not to because usually those type of things, the books are usually better. So let me just read what it says on the back. If you don't know what this book is about, the story is about, so let me just read it. A 16-year-old Star Carter moves between two worlds, the poor black neighborhood where she lives and the fancy suburban prep school she attends. The uneasy balance between these worlds is shattered when Star witnesses the fatal shooting of her childhood best friend, Khalil, sorry if I pronounced that wrong, at the hands of a police officer. Khalil was unarmed. Soon afterward, Khalil's death is a national headline. What everyone wants to know is what really went down that night, and the only person alive who can answer that is Star. But what Star does or does not say could destroy her community. It could also endanger her life. This must-have paperback edition includes an anti-racism guide for further thought and action post-reading, as well as a foreword from actor Amandla Stenberg, who starred in the motion picture adaptation. So that is about this book, about the story. I heard so many good things about this story and everything, and got interested. So before I want to read this book, then watch the movie, just to compare the two things. Because like I said, the book story is usually better. So, okay guys, that will be it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up because it really helps my channel out. If you do read, tell me what is your book that you would like to read during this fall, or what you are currently reading right now, and leave it in the comments because I am interested in what you're reading. Cause easy way so I can see to read those books also if I have not read them. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and to see my next video. I see you in my next video. Bye guys.